able to
but you see,
be with kids,
again,
raise them, let them grow up.
Do you know why? Let me tell you why we don't go
Uh-huh.
out and marry. Okay, I spoke to a friend of mine here, Anthony. He said, me, I'll never be with a born one. Do you understand? He was sitting right where you're sitting, and he said to me that he calls it B1. I'm like, what is that? Is that
The matter job hot. Assembly Diloto. Hey! Aye!
Today's episode of Roland's Report is one that is one of a kind. In fact, if you watched the intro, you would know what type of conversation we are going to start with today. Serwaa Amihere is in the news, as well as Joselyn Dumas and Netizens are also in the news. So Joselyn Dumas, according to her, has raised some huge concern, and out of that, netizens have also replied. For the video there, I'm going to play the video, and I am definitely going to read out some of the reply as far as the comment section is concerned, to also to you, for me to know what you think about it. Serwaa Amihere has also replied after a long silence after her supposed leaked or alleged leak hit the internet. Serwaa has replied, and this time she has given an apology. Contrary to some of the lawsuit rates of sermons that were flying under, Serwaa has apologized. We will enter into that, but don't forget, this particular show is sponsored by Shagzy, Ghana's #1 ride-hailing app. If you're watching or you're listening for the first time, wherever you're doing it from, download the app from your Google Play Store, your App Store, and enjoy very affordable rides on the market as a rider. And if you're a driver as well, don't forget to subscribe with just 20 Ghana cedis. Then you will stand the chance to enjoy commission-free rides. Whatever you earn, whatever you do, make sure you earn commission-free. You don't pay any money to anybody. That is Shagzy. It's time to ride. So like I said, Serwaa Amihere is in the news, as well as Joselyn Dumas. I don't know which one to start first, but because I use Joselyn Dumas' video as an intro, let's go into that one. Let's start that one first before we read Serwaa Amihere's apology and what you make of it. So in an interview, in Joselyn Dumas' own interview, she made a certain revelations on how men, or recent men, or men in general, or some men, do not feel comfortable living or marrying or even having a relationship with a woman that already has a child. And to her, they've even named it Born 1, Born 2, and they've now given it a coded name as in B1 and B2. To her, that is the more reason why you see so many single mothers. You see so many mothers that are single and after giving birth are not able to enter into any form of proper relationship again. She cited that most of them are not the woman's fault, but rather this is coming from the men who seemingly have choices of the fact that they simply don't want to be with somebody with a child. Let's listen to what Joselyn Dumas said, and when we come back, the netizens have replied her. In fact, when you go on some of the blogs that or tabloids that this particular video was posted, most people have replied. I have accumulated some of the replies, of which, so me, I entered into the street to inquire why if this is even true, and why some people would prefer this. Let's first listen to her in the video, or watch her in the video, and when we come back, we enter into the replies from netizens.
Be with kids, again, raise them, let them grow up.
Do you know why? Let me tell you why we don't go out and marry. Okay, I spoke to a friend of mine here, Anthony. He said, me, I'll never be with a born one. Do you understand? He was sitting right where you're sitting, and he said to me that he calls it B1. I'm like, what is that? Is that a vitamin? You know? He said B1, no, B1, B2. I'm not in. Okay. And I said to myself, this is the reason why a lot of the single mothers are single with their children. Because now his reason was, why would I come and why would I come and raise somebody else's child? That's not my bloodline. That he doesn't have any trace of my DNA in him. Why am I going to now help someone's bloodline grow? What about mine? Thank you. Do you understand? And I asked him, what about adoption? You adopt. Yeah. That's different. No, that's not. That's not. If you ask me, it's not. Because, I have a child. And you, like you said, the way we ask you, they don't even care the reason why you have a child. Your case is you've had 7 miscarriages in your marriage.
Yes.
You met a guy you were dating and you got pregnant. Are you going to have an abortion because you're not married?
No.
He doesn't want the child. Are you going to have an abortion because he doesn't want the child? No. You can raise the child on your own. It takes a village. Even if you can't and you don't have a job, it takes a village. So you have that child, right? So it's a sacrifice you've also made as a woman.
Yes.
Right? Regardless of what it is.
Regardless of whatever the situation is, you are still going to keep the child. And these are the words coming from actress and now presenter or host Joselyn Dumas. So yes, these are some of the few replies or commentaries from netizens when this particular video went viral. So I'm reading. So Sika Official posted this particular video with a caption: according to Joselyn Dumas, most men don't want to marry a born one, and that's why most single mothers remain single. And these are some of the replies that came. So Lamar Loan says, or Skimpain says, I don't think I care about how you ended up being a single mother, just like how you are not interested in why a poor man is poor. The reasons are irrelevant. So Biggest Ishon also says, Matopos not just to escape childbirth. Now hope I say me worry about one. Let's be serious. So Wilson Ayobami says, as long as the DB is 6 feet, then I see no issue. But having him plug his PS5 in the house, I train the daughter how to use the potty and how to speak. Hell nah. So the DB here stands for baby daddy. So you want to kill the baby daddy? Okay. Empress Riziki says, firstborn daughters raise everybody their assistant parents cause assistant parents cut us some slack. Ogonfokwa there also AK Boys and also says, if I want to adopt, I will adopt a child that has no mother or father. That child would have my surname and become mine. If my brother or my sister is no more, I will adopt their children. Those kids are mine. In fact, they are my flesh and blood and not the one without. Okay, so El Diablo says, most men don't have problems dating single mothers. The only problem is when your baby daddy is still having access to you. You make up excuses to keep them around, and that's where most men have a problem. So Her Excellency also says, it's high time you all talk about but one fathers too. These women get themselves pregnant? Who also wants to marry a man who has kids with another lady? Raising another woman's kids, to be very honest, it's not a big deal. Raising another person's child, but you see that drama end. So Jata is also here saying, why is she emotional and worked out on the subject matter? The challenges in there plenty, especially if the case that is still around or alive. Not an easy call for a man. So Nana Bamfi also says, you know the worst part, getting to know the baby daddy is her cousin or brother. Some communities see that to be normal. I won't lie to you. Really? Wow. There's also another revelation. So Trip Music also says, yet I doubt she will settle for an average man with an average status whatsoever. Men having high standards like women already do shouldn't be ashamed for it, because it's giving double standards. Kobina Okran says, he tagged Joe Cavani, come and share your experience with born lady and how her son treated you. Really? Okay, so Nana Scapula also says, you see, say Manchester City they lead, Chelsea one go. You won't make us still go stake Chelsea in back. Hey. Just like how women don't want to be with poor men, Obia want a choice. Kari Armstrong also says, women we can't stay with broke guys, expect we to stay with B1 and B2s. Nah. Gustavo Frings also says, Joselyn Dumas, if we start talking now, we can be married by Saturday. Text me love. Somebody is also using the opportunity to shoot his shot. So Sedinam also says, in real life, people are marrying even B7 of either gender. Don't let social media and their opinion polls lie to you. So Virgin at 25 also says, how and why should I maintain my virginity at this till this point of my life and go and marry B1? She could have abstained from sex too. That's a Asomesi also says, B1 dear, unless the father die, I'm super rich and you are a very special woman in ways can't explain. So Michael also says, every woman knows this, but women live based on lack than logic when the illusion seems to be so favoring. These are just some few commentaries that I packed off social media with regards to Joselyn Dumas, B1 and B2 saga, and why some single women or most single women remain single after childbirth. So let's enter into Serwaa Amihere's also saga. Serwaa Amihere is also in the news. So before we enter into Serwaa Amihere's news, I don't know what you think about this, but you can equally share your views in the comment section. Let me hear from you, but make sure you follow the YouTube community guidelines to let people know what you also think about today's discussion. So like I said, Serwaa Amihere is in the news. So I'm sure if you've been following why Serwaa Amihere has been trending, she's been trending alongside one Henry Fitz. And out of that, yes, they went back and forth according to our alleged leaks of Serwaa Amihere, and they said Henry Fitz hit the internet. All this while Serwaa Amihere did not say anything about it. She did not even utter a word about it until now. And her recent post with regards to that particular issue has generated lots of conversation. Some people agree with her, some say no. The matter has died a natural death, and Serwaa has come to raise the dead up again. What did Serwaa say? So on her socials, this is what she wrote. On April 2nd, 2024, someone posted an intimate video of me on the internet. This came almost 5 months after threats and extortion, along with efforts by the police to bring the extortionist to book. The video, in quotes, which was made 5 years ago, has severely embarrassed me, my family, and my loved ones. It has also exposed my employers and the businesses and brands I represent to embarrassment. Additionally, the video has been a source of frustration to all who have been my support, inspiration, and encouragement throughout my journey in the media. At the time, 5 years ago, I considerably underestimated the extent of my influence, my potentials, what I would become, and what I would come to represent today's society. Sincerely, I say sorry for the embarrassment, disappointment, and frustration which this matter has caused to my family and loved ones, to the distinguished businesses and brands I represent, and to you. In all, I have learned deeply useful lessons for the future. Thank you, and this is what is coming from Serwaa Amihere. So yes, on April 24th is when she penned this particular letter of an apology to hit the internet. I don't know what you think about this. Share your views on both on the first topic that we discussed with regards to Joselyn Dumas and her B1 saga, as well as Serwaa Amihere and her Leakz saga, and the apology that she has rendered to the general public as well as the brand she represents. Let me hear from you. Did Serwaa Amihere, did she do the right thing by releasing this particular apology now, or you think it wasn't even needed, or she should have even apologized to them privately? For whatever you think, let me hear from you. My name is Roland AMARTEY. This has been Roland's Report. Don't forget to subscribe, share this content with other people. Let them also enjoy the beautiful things you are enjoying from this platform. And until then, we will meet you on the next episode. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
The matter chop hot. Assembly Diloto. Hey! Aye. Hey!